Hey guys, and welcome to the video. We're going to be discussing Disney's live action remake of The Little Mermaid and how the production costs allowed it to lose massive amounts of money at the box office. So let's dive into this ocean of mermaid news. But before we get started, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and stay up to date with all the movie news going on around here, guys. So guys, we're going to take a look at this article here from Bounding Into Comics report. The Little Mermaid production budget soared to nearly $300 million, more than doubling its losses at the box office. Yeah, guys, so obviously Disney are having a hard time with their live action remakes, not just on the critical basis, but also financial basis. There's been a lot of backlash with their Disney live action remakes, especially with the Snow White, even though it hasn't come out yet. And it seems that they're really struggling at the box office as well. Just seeing this $300 million budget, absolutely crazy, ridiculous amount to spend on a movie. Obviously, we've just had the creator that's come out, the CGI, and that was absolutely just astronomically amazing. And that only cost $80 million to make. So if they can make a movie like the creator on $80 million, why do they need to spend $300 million on a Little Mermaid movie? I just don't understand. But yeah, so it's nearly doubled its losses at the box office as well, guys. But anyway, let's jump into the article and see what it has to say. So, a new report details that recently released, the Little Mermaid production budget soared to over $300 million, instead of the previously reporting $250 million estimate. Variety initially reported the film cost around $250 million to produce. In their coverage of the film's opening weekend box office woes, Elise Schaefer, and Pat Saperstein wrote, with $250 million production budget, The Little Mermaid must bait box office success in order to make a reasonable return. Sorry if I butchered the names. Let me try again. Elise Schaefer and Pat Saperstein. I hope I got that right. Sorry about that, guys. So, however, a new report from Caroline Reed at Forbes reveals the film's budget swelled to nearly $300 million by the end of August last year, 8 months before the movie opened. So, Reed's report is based on the filings in the United Kingdom, where she uncovered that the film's production company was filed under the Walt Disney Company's subsidy, Sandcastle Pictures. Those filings show that Disney did receive a roughly $46.6 million tax rebate, which converts to $56.8 million. That means that the net budget would decline to $240.2 million. However, the net estimate might actually be low, given her calculations appear not to factor in any kind of currency exchange or inflation given to the costs of the Little Mermaid production go back to 2019. So on top of that, it's possible another report could also come in, adding additional costs given the last report from August 2022, and the film did not arrive in theaters until May 2023. Reed does note that this filing does not include other post-production costs, which can range in tens of millions of dollars. So, nevertheless, if you use Reed's rough estimate of the production budget clocking at $297 million, after converting the $243.5 million, the film's losses more than double what many estimates had for the film using the $250 million estimate. According to the numbers, The Little Mermaid only made $569.1 million worldwide, with a $298.1 million coming from North America, while $270.9 million came from various international markets. Using $250 million production budget, the film needed to gross at least $625 million to break even. I'll say that again, guys, needed to gross at least $625 million to break even. Obviously, the film did not do that, and thus the estimates of losses came in just shy of $60 million. However, if you adjust the production budget to the new $297 million number provided by the UK government, the break-even point moves to $742.5 million. $742.5 million to break even. Guys, that's absolutely ridiculous. For a film to make nearly $750 million just to break even, it's absolutely crazy that they're spending this amount of money on the production budget and then having to make this amount of money back just to break even. They need to lower their budgets. It's just insane, I think. Thus, the losses have also increased to $127.8 million. So they lost $127.8 million. Yeah, that's astronomically bad. Just crazy bad. I think after they start seeing this string of losses at the Disney live action remakes, they're going to start doing something different. They need to, because they can't continue like this, losing this amount of money. And it looks like Snow White's going to come out in a few years, and that's going to bomb as well, based on obviously what's going on with the controversy as well. So yeah, it's going to be a tricky few years for Disney, that's for sure. That's also using a conservative factor of 2.5, the film's production budget. Star Trek actor and film producer Simon Pegg previously indicated that the Star Trek films needed to make 3 times their production in order to be profitable. He said, the fact is, Star Trek movies don't make Marvel money. They make maybe 500 million at the most. And to make one now on the scale they've set themselves is 200 million. You have to make 3 times that to make a profit. So if they make a Star Trek movie for 200 million, they have to make 600 million at the box office in order to break even. If one actually needs to make 3 times the film's production budget, The Little Mermaid needed to gross at least 891 million to break even. Man, 891 million to break even. Its losses would then come in at 180 million. So they almost lost 180 million, which is basically the price of a full-fledged Hollywood movie. So yeah, that's just... Disney's in the shitter. YouTuber Mr. H Reviews. Wow, they're actually quoting Mr. H Reviews. Mr. H Reviews, he's one of my favorite YouTubers. He talks about movies. He's also English like me. He's actually part of the reason why I got into doing YouTube and movie punditry stuff. I enjoyed his content and I wanted to add my voice to the conversation. So yeah, it's great to see Mr. H Reviews here. I reacted to the new production budget and shared his thoughts on what it means to The Little Mermaid. This absolutely bombed, a staggering waste of money, absolutely unreal, absolutely obscene. Could not agree with him more. That money, they could have halved the budget and they still could have made a fantastic movie. Like, I keep going back to the creator. We just had the creator. The CGI was absolutely phenomenal. The cinematography, the actors, everything about that movie was stunning, and they made it for $80 million. So you're not telling me that a Disney movie can be made for $80 million, but they just waste so much money on these movies. It's crazy. He later added, so this lost cash and considerable amount of cash, a lot of money, not good, absolutely abysmal, woeful, in fact. Obviously, you got Mr. H's videos here. Guys, if you like, obviously you like movie news, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this. But yeah, check out Mr. H. He's a fantastic British movie pundit, just like myself. He does great videos, so make sure you check out his materials when you can. What do you make of this new report detailing The Little Mermaid's production budget was nearly 300 million, thus more than doubling how much the film lost? Yeah, guys, just shocking stuff. It's just crazy, you know, like these people who work on these films, they're supposed to be smart, like these accountants and stuff, and, you know, doing financial projections for how much these movies are going to make, how much they cost. They must realize that spending 300 million on these types of movies are just not going to generate a profit. And they just keep doing it time and time and time again, and it looks like they're going to be doing it on Snow White as well. So they're just not learning any lessons. They're constantly losing money. You know, they're not going anywhere with these live action remakes. They're just morally bankrupt at this point, Disney. They can't come up with anything original. So they just have to go back and butcher all their classic Disney IP. And it's just a shame, you know, watching them lose this money and people, you know, just not really liking these live action remakes. It's a shame to see Disney fall apart like this, you know. But yeah, guys, jump into the comment section. Let me know what you think about this. Are you surprised, not surprised? What do you think of these live action remakes? And are you going to go and watch Snow White as well? And did you watch The Little Mermaid? You know, just drop your thoughts down below, guys. I can't wait to see what you have to say about this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you soon.